The smoothness is compared and validated, checked. It is something like you check the fingerprint for your attendants also. Sometimes they use fingerprint to permit or not permit. So your fingerprint is nothing but an image taken in. That is compared with your old image available there, the master image. So like that, the machining operation, whatever machining completed, the image is taken. It is compared with the existing permitted good surfaces. If it is matching with that, it will say okay, otherwise it is not okay. Now 100% all the components are verified because the image is taken there itself, in the machine itself. Now the camera is available, so locate a camera, whether it is tested there. So 100% verification. But I used the technology or technique of fingerprint. The fingerprint technique I used for machining purpose. What I try to say is, use something, try something in a higher level. Think something in a higher level. After looking at your face, I know whether you are listening or you are getting diverted. Hello. You are listening to me or looking something else. Don't do that. Whenever somebody is talking, try to look at his face, just to see what they say. What they say. At least one point you get it. See, to motivate a person, you need not to say daily the motivation session. Just one word will do. Just one word. Just one word will do. Something should come from you. Right? So I got motivated from my friends also. I got not excellent marks in 10th, but I got admission to English medium in the 11th standard first group. I asked one of my friends there, he got a very good marks, but both of us studied previously in Tamil medium. His name is Madaswamy. Madaswamy, do you find it easy to follow this English medium classes or not? He laughed at me and he irritated me, and without knowing English better, why did you join in English medium like that, he told me. Then something came to my mind, just very simple. Mathematics, you do in English or Tamil, going to be the same. You study in English medium school or Tamil medium school, mathematics remains the same. I got a confidence in that, I got 100 every time. That is my confidence. Then look at chemistry. It is, of course, balancing the equation, left side, right side. Like mathematics, do it correctly. Yes, I did. Then physics, look at that. It is having only drawings. I draw the component, right? Whatever drawing given, I just observe. Because remembering 10 or 15 names may not be difficult. We can. So I draw everything correctly, I name it properly, then I just split. What is the component? What purpose? What is the component? What purpose? What is the component? What purpose? Another thing, working. How it works? Something flows from here to there, that to here, and yeah, working. Look at the drawing, you understand. Then there will be an advantage, there will be a limitation, there will be a specific application. Advantage, limitation, application. Now how did I split this? First part, drawing. Next part, understanding the components. Next part, working. Next part, advantage, limitations, applications. This is what I followed. I succeeded with that technique. I got admission to engineering. I got success in engineering and proceed further. It's a very simple technique. If you do not know anything better, look at the technique people are following, right? Or hear from someone. Try to continue there, right? Right. So to learn any engineering subject or engineering graphics, the first part is your self-realization and your self-motivation. Do you realize your requirement? Do you realize why are you here? Do you realize what you are going to do in the future? Right? With the knowledge and the skill, you can proceed further. With the knowledge and the skill. What is knowledge? Whatever subject you learn, it is the knowledge. Learn the subject. Learn means just reading and going away. Not like that. Learn. The second part, every learning, there should be some understanding. every understanding there should be some application. If you don't get it correctly, you learn engineering graphics in the correct way I teach you, apply the same method in other subjects, you will get it. Do you get it? Yes. We will go to the next slide. Do you realize yourself? Do you realize yourself? Who are you? Physically, there is shape for you. Then, there is a name for you. You have got a family background. Your parents, your friends, your relatives. Alright? That is what about you. But when you realize yourself, your presence here, then you will understand the next 2 points. Do any activity in the laboratory, do any activity in the subject learning. First set your mind into that. That is what first I mentioned. You tell a child, don't cry. It is laughing. Again and again repeatedly you say, you are setting the mind of the child to negative side, it started crying. Similarly, anything you study or do, first you set your mind. Second thing, set your hands on. Set your hands on. Hands on means do it. I can tell you how to drive a car. How to drive a car. Easily I can tell you. Right? In the classroom itself I can show the picture and tell you. Can you drive a car with this knowledge? You have to have a hands on. So like that, every engineering subject learning is having a hands on. Every engineering subject learning is having hands on. Maybe in the same semester, maybe in another semester. So like that, your engineering graphics, 1 hour I teach you here, 3 hours you have to draw it in the drawing class. 3 hours you have to draw it in the drawing class. Just look at the way you draw, I can tell you your knowledge in that subject. God has given me that experience. Just to looking at your drawing in the drawing class, that is what I asked your teachers to allot 2 hours of drawing practice, at least 1.5 hours. So by the way, I can tell you your drawing experience, your knowledge in the subject, your way of learning, Again, here you are not interacting with me. Don't sit like this when I come to the drawing class. You talk whatever you want. You ask me, sir, I don't know what is engineering, what you have talked about. No problem, I'll repeat, I'll tell you. The way you ask me, I'll get it. The way you look at me, I'll get it, what is your interest. I got that experience. Then again, I taught to so many students, about 32 years in Hindustan. And again, I took so many private classes. So in Chennai city, that time, I was taking classes for almost all the engineering colleges. There were only 4 colleges. Crescent Engineering College, Hindustan, then even Satyabama not there. This one, Venkateshwara. These are the 3 leading colleges besides the government colleges. See, many have studied from me this subject. There is a reason. If you don't pass in the subject, you will be stopped. Break. 1 year you have to take a break and pass the subject, go to the next year. So that is the threat. So the students, they try to get it in the first semester, second semester itself. Otherwise they will be under break. So that is the reason. Nowadays the system has been removed. So everyone is freely going to higher semesters, just like that, with all the subjects arrears. But that is not fair. You have completed 10th standard, 12th standard, you have come to engineering. After passing those exams only you have come here. Every level, little difficulty will be there. So like that, you continue the subject, you will pass. If you have got pass mark in 12th, you will get pass mark in engineering, nothing difficult. But people are selling different things, don't listen to that. You set your mind to that subject, you put your hands on to practice, you will get it. You will get it. And next, very simple. You get motivated from yourself. You have to get motivated from yourself. You don't expect somebody to motivate. So first part in learning motivation, learn. Learn means, how do you learn? First understand. How do you learn? Sir, what is this question? Last 12 or 13 years we are doing the same thing. Again you are asking, how do you learn? Just one question. Right? Someone should answer. Who is ready? Just one question. It's about learning. Everybody is ready? I'll ask you that question. Hello? You answer to my question. No, you will not answer. Why? So, someone from Andhra Pradesh. Are you from Andhra Pradesh? Ilayarada. Cheppandi. Someone. Yourself. Sexual. Just one question. Right. How do you learn Tamil? Or any natural language? How do you learn? Okay, I'll tell you the answer. Speaking. Okay. Any language you do not know, learn through speaking. Right? How do you learn mathematics? Someone from here. Doing. Practicing, doing, solving, right? Doing. How do you learn engineering graphics? Drawing. Right? So every subject, different methodology to be used. Natural languages learned only through practice, speaking. Mathematics is studied only by doing. Engineering graphics is studied only through practicing or doing. But to do this engineering graphics, you need two other skills. What are those skills? One is visualization. You should visualize something. Actually, visualization is a skill. This has been killed by the schools. How this skill has been killed by the schools? They ask the students to study this, come and write the test tomorrow or after 1 week. They by heart everything without understanding, they just dump it. But this methodology has killed the visualization skill. Visualization is a skill which is embedded into this subject. Visualization. Right? Then, understanding your visualization. What? Understanding it in a nice way. Then, do it. So, to draw one drawing, how many minutes it will take? One problem, any sample problem, small or big, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Will it take 30 days? Will it take just 1 minute? Too less. So you know 10 to 15 minutes or 30 minutes takes one drawing completion. Right? So it is right. So you understand, you learn, you understand, now you do it. You 30 minutes you be there in the drawing class. How many drawings you have to do? At least one drawing. 3 hours you are there in the drawing class. How many drawings you are supposed to do? 30 minutes maximum. So it is about 5 or 6 drawings you will be completing. So it is the time study. This is also one of the skills required in engineering. You allot a work to your subordinate. He has to complete the work. How many minutes they will take? 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, some duration. So it is called time study. Time study. So that is embedded into this. Your skill of doing the work. So these are the qualities required for a perfect engineer. These are the qualities required for a perfect engineer. Right? Now you understand engineering, I believe. You believe there is a product. Every engineering they produce one product or many products or assembly of products, something they produce. Then every engineering field there are machines. Right? So to understand the product, to understand the machines, always you need the skill of drawing. Right? The skill of drawing. Now I will tell you in a simplified manner how to prepare the drawing and what are the concepts we are using. Concept means like a grammar. So what is the grammar here in the natural language? You read from left to right. You read from left to right. Can you read from right to left? That is not the rule in English. It is the rule in Arabic. Some other language they do. We can't say that's wrong. So there is a rule followed, understand the rule, right? Now I come to this drawing. Right? You read it as a triangle, rectangle, but I say this is representing an object like this. Do you understand? It's like the triangular plate. It's a triangular plate. Triangular plate. Or you can say, go to the canteen, the sandwich. Sandwich normally available in this shape, triangular. If you look at this from this direction, the triangle. You look at from top, this slanting portion is one rectangle, other side slanting portion is another rectangle. Right? This is a representation in 3D, 3 dimension. 3 dimension, length, breadth, height are together in the drawing. Similar to this, I have drawn few drawings, few lines. Have you noticed? What did I do? I draw this. This is something inclined, right? I draw this, then, right. That is a method. So it is a 3D drawing, easy to understand. That is a 2D drawing. 2D drawing, what is the method? Look at the 3D object from different direction. Look at the 3D object from different direction. What are the directions? Front, top, side, left side, right side, rear, bottom. Normally the rear and bottom we don't use. Normally. But you can use, right? There are 6 primary views. There are 6 primary views. You can also have some other view in some other direction. That is called auxiliary view. That is called auxiliary view. Primary views, there are 6. In that, bottom view and rear view, we don't use. Other views, normally we use. Minimum we use 2 views. The front view and the top view normally. Or the front view and the side view. That is up to our application. Right. We are going to learn how this drawing is prepared, what is the concept. How this drawing is prepared, what is the concept. So, preparing drawing like this is called orthographic projection. Preparing drawings in 2D, it is called orthographic projection. That means, visualize the 3D object in your mind and draw one drawing from front, another drawing looking at the object from side or top or rear, whatever direction you like. Right? And the other side you see a 3D drawing, there are 3 methods used. One is called isometric, another is called oblique projection, another one is called perspective projection. There are 3 methods for the second one. First one, the side, only one method. Here, your visualization matters. Your ability to visualize the object matters. Your ability to draw the shape observed in the direction matters. Right. Again, the beauty of this is, if you have this drawing, you can prepare this. If you have this drawing, you can prepare this. That is the beauty. Vice versa. You can prepare the 3D, from that generate the 2D. You get the 2D, from that you generate the 3D. Nowadays, this is done through computers. We do manually in the manual drafting, but using computer graphics, you can do it in 3D modeling software. That is what my ME in computer aided design. You get it? So what I try to say is, everything is possible if you learn in the right way, right route. Right way, right route. Again, already I told you, some of you will not listen to me. Look at me. Whenever someone is speaking, you look at their eyes. Excuse me. Look at the eyes of the person who is speaking, teaching, right? In the class or outside, right? Looking at the eye is very powerful. That is what given in Ramayana. Ramayana, what they say? Annalum nokkinar, avalum nokkinar. Lord Rama looks at Sita, right? They fall in love. Because I got that much power. That is what given in Ramayana. We have to take that way. Looking at somebody's eye is so powerful, very powerful, right? So from 2D to 3D, 3D to 3D, 2D, here the method is called orthographic, there the method is called isometric, oblique, perspective. Normally oblique not included in the syllabus, it is isometric and a perspective. Perspective gives a natural viewing. Natural viewing, there we consider a specific point from which we look at the object. But in other cases, we don't consider any specific point to look at the object. We assume we are just standing in front of. We are just standing in front of that, not in any angle or any specific position. So in natural viewing, they use the perspective. It is something like when you travel, you see a big banner showing the image of the building being constructed. Image of the building being constructed. And that image is normally drawn using the method of perspective. Why? From a specific point in that junction they take and imagine everything and draw the 3D. Right? That is normally a perspective. Right? And first thing, self-realization. You set your mind, set your hand to do. And second part, get motivated yourself, learn, understand, apply. Why I have put L in red color? There may be some reason. Can you guess? Make a guess. See, you are learning two-wheeler riding. Two-wheeler riding. What do you put? Put a elbow in the front as well as back. Okay, car driving, you learn. There is a elbow in the front as well as back. After learning, what do you do? You remove the L. Here also you started learning. Remove the L. That is possible only after completion of perfect learning. Do you get it? So already I mentioned, the left side I have got a drawing, right side what I have? The left side there is a rectangle. There is a rectangle, it is a drawing. Right side, same rectangle but with the measurements. What do you call it as? A rectangle. How do you draw that? Using instruments or using computer. Using instruments or using computer. Can you draw a rectangle? Excuse me. Can you draw the rectangle using MS Word software? Can you draw a rectangle using MS Word? You can. There is an option called shape. You pick the rectangle and draw. But can you draw the rectangle with the specific measurement? 100 mm by 80 mm? How much you give? 100 mm by 60 mm? No. You cannot set a measurement. So it is a drawing software of course, or editing software, or Word software. Similar to this, AutoCAD, another software, where you can draw the same rectangle but with the reference to some measurements. So AutoCAD is a drafting software. MS Word, it is only a word processing software, right? But you can draw the rectangle everywhere. You can also draw a rectangle now. All of you draw a circle. Just to draw a circle. Yes, over. I am sure 100% you have not drawn a circle. Because circle cannot be drawn with the free hand. You need an instrument or you need a software to draw it. So first point, when we talk about engineering drawing, you cannot do it in free hand. You have to use either instruments or computer. Right. If you are using instrument, what is the instrument you are using? You have to set the measurement radius. Set the measurement radius. You need a scale. Then you need a compass. Compass, you take the measurement and just use it and draw. And how the pencil lead is put in that the compass? How the pencil lead? Simply you put it How the end is prepared, it is point or chisel, right? So, you have to use specific instruments. You have got only few instruments. What do you have? Scale, of course pencil, instrument box, then protractor, set squares, right? And there is another instrument given to you. What is that? Mini drafter. Mini drafter. It is nothing but combination of scale, protractor. Combination of scale, protractor. The scale is available horizontal as well as for vertical. And you can set it in inclined. Set it in inclined. Then angle also you can measure there. But how to release the error in that? Always you get some sort of error in using mini drafter. How to remove the error? That is a technique. If you know all these things out, then you will draw in a Packard drawing. You will draw in a Packard drawing. So that is depending on the skill of your skill in using the instruments and ability to choose the pencil. What is the pencil you are using? Even that also matters. What is the brand? HB, that's okay. Brand. Apsara. Apsara is not an engineering drawing pencil. Camlin is not an engineering drawing pencil. Nagraj is not engineering drawing pencil. I'll tell you three pencils. Kohinoor. Have you heard about this? Kohinoor, the Indian brand. Stedler, it is a German brand. Stedler. Venus, it is a UK brand. What is the cost of this Apsara pencil? 5 rupees or 10 rupees. Can you guess the price of this Venus drawing pencil? It's around 200. 150 to 200. Or every pencil. It is something like, you see a car. It is a Maruti. It is a Maruti Alto. Or you can say Maruti Baleno. Maruti Baleno. It is a nice car. You see another car. It is a BMW X7. BMW X7. You see another car. It is a Audi Q7. Right? Yeah. You see a Rolls Royce. Right? But which one you prefer? Will you take Baleno or other car? Other car, right? Because the pleasure of driving. Pleasure of driving. Similarly, if I am the drawing teacher, I will ask you to use only these three pencils. You stick on to Indian brand, then Kohinoor. If you want abroad, the German brand, Stedler, France. Then if you want UK brand, it is Venus. I prefer Venus. Right. So what is the beauty there? You prepare a drawing, keep it for your reference sometimes. How long? An engineer designs a product, he is preparing a drawing and keeps that in a record. How long it will be there? Yes. If you draw a drawing in Venus drawing, it will remain like that lifelong. Even some of the drawings drawn by my students in 87, 88, I have. It looks same quality even now also. After 32 years or 34 years, still it looks like the new. Like that. That is the beauty of those pencils. Then again, these drawing pencils, Apsara, it will spread on the paper. Suppose you move your hand, it will spread. The darkness spreads and the quality is lost. But in Venus, even though you rub it with your finger, nothing will happen. That is the quality. Every engineer should have a sense of quality. It is something. Contractor builds a home. Small house they can construct on their own. With their experience they can. Another building constructed under the supervision, designed and constructed under the supervision also of another civil engineer. You will see the difference. Engineers are sensitive to that quality. That should be embedded in you. Whenever you talk about engineering, quality matters. Right? That's very important. You already mentioned the subject is engineering drawing only. Nowadays it is prepared using computer, so it can be called as engineering graphics. That's what the name is given. And you come across all these things. They constructed a few curves. This is one part. So no method is used here. Like your school engineering, Here just the measurements are added, the shapes are being constructed. Measurements are ரெண்டு பக்கத்துல இருக்கறதுல ஓகே. The plane geometry, you come across the curves. Curves, how do you draw? The same method, whatever you have used earlier at school, similarly, you just get the few intersection points and plot the curve. How the intersection points are obtained, probably your teacher might have taught you there. So nothing new here. Nothing new there. Okay. Then next part. Here I don't want to tell you anything because nothing new, nothing difficult. The minimum knowledge everyone will be having, so you can proceed with that. And next part is solid geometry. Solid geometry, you come across objects. What are the objects? You come across one object, point. The first object is a point. The second object is a line, straight line. Third object, plane. It is a surface. Next object, it is a solid, geometrical solid. Geometrical solid, right? Now you come to the measurements. Point, what is the measurement? What is the measurement? No measurement, only a dot. Line, what is the measurement? A line will have only length. Only length. But the position will be different. What are the positions? A line placed with reference to two planes. With reference to two planes. A horizontal plane, a vertical plane. If you want, you can have another plane at the side plane. That is auxiliary vertical plane. Any number of planes we can assume, but we use primarily only two planes, right? To draw the drawing. Right. A line can be kept vertically, or a line can be kept horizontally. A line can be kept inclined. These are the three possible positions. Perpendicular or vertical to what? Perpendicular to HP, automatically will be parallel to VP. Perpendicular to VP, parallel to HP, or it can be parallel to both, or it can be inclined to HP, or inclined to VP, or inclined to both. There are 6 possible positions. It is something like this. I stand here. Where I am standing? I am standing on the floor. Nothing but a horizontal plane. Right? Then next what I can do? I can sleep on the floor. So this is vertical, that is horizontal. Right? I can stand like this. My position is leaning or inclined to horizontal. You can also refer the vertical. Which is the vertical? This wall is one vertical, that wall is another vertical, that wall is another vertical. Which vertical wall you want to take? You take that. Right? So like that we use two references. One is the vertical plane, another is the horizontal plane. You see the position of the line, then say it is perpendicular to HP or perpendicular to VP or inclined to HP or inclined to VP or parallel to HP or parallel to VP. So these combinations will come, right? I'll just to show you the pictures, you understand. In orthographic, we come across these objects only: point, line, plane, solid. Then thereafter two are there: section to solid. That is a regular solid cut by a plane, some portion of it is removed. Regular object cut by a plane, some portion of it is removed. And what is the shape? Excuse me. Right. Then irregular shaped objects. In orthographic, mostly we come across the irregular shaped objects. Then the 3D method, isometric, oblique, perspective. Normally we come across isometric and the perspective. The principle of projection. So orthographic projection, what is the principle? What is the principle in orthography? I am asking you only. Smiling, looking here, looking there, all sorts of diversions are there with you. What is the meaning of the word projection? Literature meaning. You tell me the literature meaning, not the meaning in engineering graphics. Literature meaning, projection. Something extending outside, any object extending. Suppose I have a rod is extending outside. The rod is projecting outside. Right, extending outside, normally we call it is projecting outside. The stomach is projecting outside. The fit body should have a stomach inside your regular shape. Should not project outside. Right? So like that, projection. That is the literature meaning. Here what is the meaning? In cinema theatre, what is the meaning? Projection. There is a video projector. What the video projector is doing? Projecting the image onto the screen. That is what? Anything you learn, understand the meaning of the words relatedly. Projecting the image onto the screen. Screening nothing but a vertical plane. Screen is nothing but a vertical plane. So that is the meaning we have taken here. Projecting image of an object onto a plane. What is the object shown here? I have shown an object there. No. What is the object? என்ன தெரியலையா? தமிழ் தெரியல. என்ன ஆப்ஜெக்ட் இருக்கு? சரி கிட்ட போய் பாத்துட்டு சார். People can complete 4 years. Outside they can go and say, I am an engineer. What do you know in engineering? To say you are an engineer. It is not a paper degree. That starts from here. What is the object? ஏப்பா 4 மாசம் கிளாஸ் முடிஞ்சிட்டு ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் அங்கே இருக்கு, அது என்னென்ன பேர் கேட்டா சொல்ல மாட்டேங்கிறேன். அதான் அவ்வளோதான். கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டா சொல்லு. That looks like a point. முடிஞ்சு போச்சு. There is a point. The point is projected onto the screen. What is the shape you get? Point. அவ்வளோதான். அதுதான் engineering. புரியுதா? Point. I remove the point. I put a line. What will be the shape? You get a line. Maybe with the same size, smaller size, or sometimes even a dot. Even a dot. Right? So, to draw the projection of a line, you should become familiar with the vertical plane we consider, horizontal plane we consider. I believe every one of you knows this. Are you familiar with this? Do you visualize better? Do you visualize? If you have a doubt, you tell me, sir, I have a doubt to visualize the vertical plane, horizontal plane. Even I got a doubt when I was a student. I got a doubt when I was a student. That is what I prepared some models. So, as per the theory, these two planes are intersecting each other at right angles. Right? It intersects here, extending to the other side. Right? It looks like this. Okay? The horizontal plane, the vertical plane. The 4 quarters or 4 quadrants. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. No, sir, I want to have this is first quadrant. Okay, you can have. Then you should not stand here, you have to stand here. But normally we keep this is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. That is what shown in the drawing there. Now place your object here. What is your object? What is this object? Pen. It is look like a line. I place it here. Tell me the position of this line. Parallel to EP. Perpendicular to AC. That's all. When it is kept like this, what is the shape of the front image? Vertical line. The size is equal to the size of the pen. That is called true length. The actual length is called true length. So the size of the drawing here is equal to the true length. of the pen. Top view, point. If you have any doubt, come here. It is a point. You get it? Right. There are 6 possible positions. One position like this, getting the position perpendicular to HP, parallel to VP. Front view is a line, top view is a point. I can hold it like this. Hold it like this. Now what is the top view? Line. Front view, point. Suppose I hold it like this. Front view, line. It is a line inclined. But the top view, smaller. It is parallel to VP, so it will be parallel to the VP or XY line we say. Right? So like this, you just visualize the object. Okay, thank you. You visualize the object, just to place it with the help of some models and try to understand how to draw the drawings. After understanding only, you should proceed to the solid object. The shape, irregular shape, not a geometrical shape. Again, the same thing. The front view projected onto VP, top view projected onto HP. As per the rule, the horizontal plane rotated clockwise for 90 degrees. Don't think that it's being rotated like this. Only the horizontal plane. Whatever you have here, one image you got here, another image you got here, it is rotated. So the top image comes below the front view. Below the front view. This is the assumption. This is the assumption, or you can say this is the concept. And this concept is proceeded for all the other objects. Point, line, plane, solid, irregular shaped solid, or cut solid. That is called section of solids. So all these 5 or 6 chapters, the same methodology followed. You got it? Right. Now we will see the projection of points, whatever shape or position I have given. This is for a point. The point is kept in the first quadrant. The front view will be a dot, top will be a dot. After rotation of the horizontal plane, the top view goes below XY. Now it is given with the measurements. The previous one without. Now look at the point. It is placed in the first quadrant. The point is given a name. What is the name of the point? A. A is the name of the point. Normally we give A, B, C, D like that. And if it is a line, one end may be given the name A, another name may be given B. Any name you can give. Right. So the dimensions are given. Look at the 3D and say the point appears 20 mm above HP, 30 mm in front of VP. The top view, front view are projected onto VP and HP. Then horizontal plane rotated clockwise. By the way, the reference line XY is drawn. It is nothing but the intersection of VP and HP. And reference line is drawn. One drawing drawn above that is the front view. And another drawing which comes below XY. Below XY. So this is the concept. Take the correct measurements and do it. You have done it. You have practiced all these things. It is something like refreshing, right? What will change? The point may be placed in some other quadrant and the measurements may be different. So actually we use only the first quadrant, we don't use the second, third, fourth quadrant. A line, it is the shortest route we call, shortest route to join two given points. And here a line is kept in one of the positions. You look at the 3D, the line AB kept perpendicular to HP, parallel to VP. Front view, it looks like a vertical line. Top view, it is a point. That is the position I have shown you with reference to the VP and HP. And after getting the two views, you get the drawing done. What is expected is only drawing on the right side. Only the 2D drawing is expected. And here the visualization, look at the 3D and understand. The line is kept perpendicular to VP, parallel to HP. Top view will be a line, front view will be a point. After the rotation, the top view goes below XY. Understand through visualization there. You look at there. This line kept parallel to both HP and VP. line kept parallel to both HP and VP. Front view, horizontal line, top view, also another line. And this position, the line is kept inclined to HP, parallel to VP. Front view, an inclined line, top view, smaller than true length, parallel to XY line. From the 3D, understand and start the 2D. Anyway, you are going to draw now. I'll just come and see what way you draw. And next, the line is kept inclined to VP, parallel to HP. Right? Top view, an inclined line, front view smaller than true length. Look at the 3D and visualize. Look at the 2D and start doing like that. But you have to take correct measurements. Whatever measurements given for that length, you have to take, and angle given, use that angle. Trace. Trace means whenever a line intersects with the vertical plane or horizontal plane, it is called a trace. The point of intersection of the line with the VP is VT, vertical trace. The point of intersection of the line with the HP is horizontal trace. Horizontal trace. You will be marking the traces in the problem. So here shown the first position, the line kept perpendicular to HP, parallel to VP, front view a vertical line, top view a point, right? And the trace, the word horizontal trace marked on HP, vertical trace not available. Why? It is parallel to vertical plane, it will never meet with the vertical plane or intersect with the vertical plane. Already you have studied this, so I don't want to waste my time on this. It is only for your visualization. Then another position, the line kept perpendicular to VP, parallel to HP. The top view is a line, front view, point. Front view, point. Just look at the 3D. Right? Then the 2D is drawing. What we have to draw is only the right side drawing. The 2D drawing only we draw. The first one is for visualization. That is what I told you earlier. Visualization is the first skill. And your understanding is the next skill. And doing is the another skill. So everything matters. Everything matters. And here the line kept parallel to both HP and VP. Here the line kept inclined to HP, parallel to VP. Here the line kept inclined to VP, parallel to HP. Right? Now, what is very important is you have to solve a problem. You have to solve a problem. I have shown the drawings, right? But the problem in sentences. Look at the example 5. A line AB 60 mm long has its end A 20 mm above HP, 30 mm in front of VP. The line is kept inclined at 40 degrees to HP and parallel to VP. Draw its projections. Also mark the traces. We draw front view, one projection. We draw top view, another projection. So that is what the question is. Draw the projections. You understand now? Draw the projections, the two drawings. Right? How to draw? Which one you have to start? You can draw the top view first or front view. Anyone. Right? But the easiest way I'll tell you. First, look at the problem. What are the data given? What are the data given? Projection of one of the points can be drawn. A, B, the two ends. You can draw the projection of A because it is given 20 mm above HP, 30 mm in front of VP. So you can easily draw the front view from XY. A dash is marked at the distance 20 mm. A is marked at the distance 30 mm. Right. Now, what will be the shape of the line in this case in the top view? In the top view. Inclined line. What is the length of that inclined line? Given 60 mm. 60 mm. What is the angle at which it is inclined? 40 degree. So draw the 40 degree line for a length of 60 mm. Complete it. What will be the front view? Will be a smaller line. So draw the projector for the second one, B. Another beauty is, whenever you draw the projection of any object, the end or corner or a point. When you fix the position of front view, top view will be just below that. When you fix the position of top view, front view will be just above that. So from B, draw vertical line. It is called a projector. Your B dash will be available only there. You know very well, it is a line parallel to HP given. So front view will be parallel to XY only. When it is parallel to HP, front view will be parallel to XY only. So draw the horizontal line from A dash, draw horizontal line, you get the intersection point B dash. From B, draw vertical line. From A dash, draw horizontal line. You get the intersection point, that is B dash. Now, the projections are obtained. Name of the projections is given here, A dash, B dash, A, B. You have to show only the projections. So, how do you show that? Draw using dark lines. Dark lines using HB pencil, you draw. Draw a line A dash, B dash, show the line AB. You have to show only these two darker. Why? The question is asked, draw the projections. That means, draw the line in front view, draw the line in top view. But for that, we are using so many other supporting lines. The supporting lines are drawn with the light color, light shade pencil, 2H or 3H. 2H or 3H. And you have to name the corners like A dash, A, B dash, B, and so on. So you write them using H pencil, little in between the lighter and the darker. Normally I follow like this. And you will also be following like that only. Right. Then again the type of the lines. Type of the lines, you see the continuous thick line, continuous thin line, dashed line, chain line. These are the four lines we come across. Continuous thick line showing the projection. That is the thick line A dash B dash showing the thick line A B in the top view. And the projector, it is a continuous thin line. Continuous thin line. The chain line and dashed line you come across only in projections of solid objects, not here. Not here. Okay. Then anything you write, you have to write neatly. The ends are named A dash A. Write neatly, not a running handwriting or cursive writing. It is printing of letters in the specific shape. Other than the shape shown is not permitted. It is given in ISI as well as in international standards. Here Indian standard we call it the Bureau of Indian Standards, BAS. Then numbers you have to show like this. Only the shape given by them you have to follow. We should not follow other way of writing the numbers. So application of drawing. Application of drawing. All these applications you may not come across now. When you go and work somewhere, you come across all the applications. In all the engineering, whenever there is an engineering, drawing will be there. But application may be less or more depending on the area of engineering. It is more in civil engineering, more in mechanical engineering, more in chemical engineering, and even electrical also it is more. Aeronautical also it is more. Automobile also it is more. Other engineering, electronics, computer science, the application is little less. But there, it is not coming directly in the form of engineering graphics, it is called computer graphics. All 3D objects are generated for game design. For a video game design, they generate the created 3D object and they just animate it. That is possible only with the help of this perspective projection. There they come across orthographic, perspective, all those things. And the transformations. Transformation, how the transformation of the graphic object. It is called a translation, scaling, rotation. Translation, scaling, rotation. These are some mathematical methods they use in computer graphics. Right? So the same drawing, there the mathematics. There the mathematics. What is scaling? Scaling, reducing. Rotation, rotating the object. Translation, moving from one place to another place. This is what they come across in computer graphics. Right? Indirectly they study. Why I insist on this? Many students will say, I don't have application of this graphics at all. It is wrong. The course is designed by engineers only. They know whether it is required or not required. Even when I was a student in the first semester, I got economics. We did not have English. We had only economics. Why economics in the place of English? English, how long you study? From your first standard to 12th standard you study. Then why do you repeat again? But economics, do you know? You don't know. So study economics. Why? Every engineering is supported by a business only. Every engineering industry supported by a business only. Every business depending on the economics only. So if there is no economics, there is no business. If there is no business, there is no engineering requirement. So every engineer should know the economics. Then only they can have some industry based on the economics. Right? Economics, don't think it is only a theoretical subject. It is a fantastic subject. Everyone should know. Right? So here the last two, computer aided design and another one, building information modeling. The computer aided design, all engineering, the components are designed using computer nowadays. And in civil engineering, they come across building information system. The building information modeling, the graphic model embedded with the engineering details of the components used. Not only the measurements, components. Suppose you see a component here, what is this component? What is the material? Where is it available? Is it imported or available in India? Every information is embedded to the model. Do you get it? Every information is embedded to the model. So it is called building information modeling. Any student going out of the college without understanding the last two, what is this computer aided design and building information modeling, starting your career may be difficult, especially in mechanical, automobile, chemical, aeronautical, electrical. The first one, computer aided design. Even printed circuit board is designed using computer aided design only, PCB design. The last one applicable for architecture and civil engineering, even mechanical and even electrical. Why? Building is having all these things. In a building, mechanical is there, electrical is there, civil is there. Civil designs, electrical, lighting, mechanical. What the mechanical people are doing in a building? You are sitting inside an air-conditioned room. Who designed this air condition? Who takes care of this air conditioning system? Only mechanical, right? So the mechanical, electrical, civil engineer together only can design a building, right? And all these things are given in building information modeling. If you take a appointment in L&T, Larsen and Toubro, where I worked for about 2 years, I did a project for them in engineering graphics for online learning. They call it as a LMS, Learning Management System. I graphically designed everything for them with the help of the CAD model, complete lecture. Lecture I do, model we did in AutoCAD and transferred there and got animated and designed it. It is for graduate engineer trainees. Why graduate engineer trainees? What L&T is doing, Larsen and Toubro, do you know the company? When you study engineering, you should know the engineering companies also. Do you know the Indian company which is competing well in infrastructure outside India? That is Larsen and Toubro only. See, we have so many foreign companies in India. There is an Indian company doing mega projects outside India. In Asian countries, many of the countries, they are taking contract and constructing large buildings and the bridges and everything. They do all the kinds of challenges, right? That is Larsen and Toubro. There, the training given to the new engineers, starting from projection of points to building information modeling. That course was done by them. Right? Why I say, if you take an appointment in Larsen and Toubro, without knowing this, they will not recruit you. Right? You should know what's happening there. You are studying in a college, right? But not knowing anything outside the college. That is very bad. You should know. Whatever engineering you study, you list the number of companies in that field. Take a list. Now the information is available on your fingertip. You are using a mobile phone. What for? The people are using the mobile phone not knowing what for the instrument is designed. A child is carrying and playing. For playing, there is another instrument available. Why the mobile phone? Why the smartphone? Because people do not know. Then again, they are using the mobile phone every time. They just look into something, poking them. It is eating away your time. It is eating away your time. So God has given two things free for all. God has given two things for all. Free. What is that? God has given two things free for all. One is time. Whoever uses that time effectively, they will succeed everything in their life. 24 hours given for all. Our Prime Minister also given 24 hours. How many hours he is working? Anybody can tell? 24 hours cannot be. 17 to 18 hours. Even I also tried. Is it possible to work continuously 17 to 18 years? 18 hours? Yes. But how long? When I was writing my book, I practiced 17 to 18 hours. I just sit continuously and continuously write. About 5 or 6 months I did it continuously. But that is very, very difficult. Until otherwise you follow some other system to keep your body fit. That is yoga. I do yoga practice for half an hour. Right? And breathing for half an hour. About an hour I spend. So without tired, I can work for 16 to 18 hours. Same practice Narendra Modi is also doing. Whether he is doing everything correct or not, I don't want to discuss anything on that. But he is working for 17 to 18 hours. You can also do it, but with a good practices to keep your body and mind fit. Your body and mind matters. Weak body cannot do, but a weak mind cannot do. How to strengthen your mind? Only the Indian practice of yoga, meditation, breathing exercise. Yoga for 20 minutes, breathing exercise for 20 minutes, meditation for 20 minutes. An hour in a day will help you to keep your body fit. When your body is fit, you can do anything you want in this world, right? Do smartly and get everything done in the right way. You will succeed in your life. Okay. Wish you all the best. Wish you all the best. This session is only for 1 hour, right? But I came late, I took a little more time, right? 15 minutes extra I have taken. Anyway, you are going for practice only after the break. You interact with me. I am here. You interact with me. You ask any kind of questions. I have dumped so many informations here. First information, realizing yourself. Second information, get motivated yourself. Third information, the mantra. What is the mantra? Learn, understand, apply. Right. All these skills are available or embedded into engineering graphics. Then quality of the engineer. The expectation by the industry. Industry expects a gentleman with more knowledge, good skill. More knowledge with a good skill. Your engineering drawing will give both in you, right? And again, any subject you learn through understanding, right? These are the informations, and finally, I give you the expectation by industry. Larsen and Toubro, what do they do, right? So again, you make a list of companies related to your field of engineering. Sir, how do I get all these things? Do you know about the stock market? You go to the list of companies in listed, national security, NSE or BSE, go to that site, you get all the details. You need not invest, learn the companies, listed companies. Or nearby, already nearby, how many companies are there? So many companies are there. You just take a list. What do they do? Any of your friends working any company, you ask them, what do they do? What kind of work do they do? You ask them, interact, keep on interacting. At one stage, you feel you got some idea in engineering, right? Wish you all the best. Bye.